On January 7, 2026, a woman in South Minneapolis, Minnesota was fatally shot by an agent from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, during a federal immigration enforcement operation, sparking shock, outrage, and questions across the nation. The woman has been identified as 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good. Her death occurred amid a large-scale immigration crackdown in the Twin Cities, which federal officials described as one of the largest operations ever carried out in the region. Renee Nicole Good was a 37-year-old resident of the Twin Cities. Friends and family describe her as kind, compassionate, and loving. Her mother told reporters that Renee was not involved in criminal activity or protests, and that her daughter was probably terrified at the time of the encounter. Shortly before 9:30 a.m. local time, federal ICE agents were conducting enforcement operations in South Minneapolis. Video and witness accounts show agents approaching a vehicle stopped in the street. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the agent who fired believed the vehicle posed a threat and acted in self-defense. Federal officials claimed the driver weaponized her vehicle and attempted to run over officers. However, local leaders and video evidence released by multiple news outlets appear to contradict this account. Footage shows the car backing up or turning, and the shots fired by the agent striking the vehicle at close range. The shooting drew immediate condemnation from Minnesota officials. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey publicly disputed the federal narrative, calling the self-defense explanation garbage and demanding ICE leave the city. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz also criticized the federal operation and said the state was prepared to respond, including the activation of the National Guard if needed. Protests erupted at the scene, with community members expressing grief, anger, and calls for accountability. Authorities, including the FBI and the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, are now involved in investigating the shooting. State and local officials say they will examine the video evidence and circumstances. With conflicting accounts from federal and local leaders, many questions remain about the events that led to Renee Good's death and about how federal enforcement actions are carried out in communities. This tragedy has touched many, from Renee Good's family and friends to the wider Minneapolis community and beyond. As investigations continue, the nation watches closely for accountability and answers. Thank you for watching and for seeking the full story behind the headlines.